Greetings and welcome, Gemini. This is a general and collective reading. You're welcome to take what resonates and leave what does not. Thank you, I appreciate you, and I'll be asking you to use your discernment and your intuition regarding what does resonate. Some straight up advice before the reading starts. Speak your world into being and cool your emotions. So that might be a little bit about what the reading is about. Thank you, Spirit Guides, and Higher Self. Well, 3 cards came out at the second I started shuffling, so thank you, Spirit. Ace of Cups, the Wheel, and the Star. At the bottom of the deck, which is the theme slash subject for this reading, you have Queen of Swords. I had some throat, what do you call that? Irritation there, that might be. So Queen of Swords is about a thought leader, unbiased decision making, an excellent communicator, wise and logical counsel, integrity and honesty, being perceptive, intelligent, being direct, seeking truth. So it's water and air energy, primary air, but it's about expressing and still honoring yourself, your own worth, your own values, your own boundaries, and expressing them clearly. Being wise and logical, integrity, authenticity, honesty, being perceptive, intelligent, being direct, and being honest, seeking truth. In your past energy, you have Ace of Cups. Aces are about something new. Cups is about emotion or relations. Ace of Cups can be about some kind of new connection. So new connections, new relationships. Relationships can be anything from friends, family, and of course anything else. It can be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. Friendships, seeds of love and hope, newfound emotions, awakening the heart, joy, positive outcome, oneness, bliss, creativity. Let's clarify what this Ace of Cups is about. In the past, for Gemini, thank you, Spirit Guides, and Higher Self. King of Pentacles, and the World at the bottom of the deck. Put it there. King of Pentacles is air and earth energy. It's about spiritual and material abundance, overflowing material abundance, patience and determination, a confident and warm leader. So having lots of values and being abundant with those values, providing for others, comfort and security, personal growth, goals reached, prosperity and success. Of course, this can symbolize some kind of person in your life, but it can also symbolize your actions in the past. Whatever resonates for you. You have at the bottom of the deck the World. So this is a completion, joy, wholeness, achievement, happy endings, abundance, success. The World is the last card in the tarot, symbolizing completion. That could be a cycle finished, lessons learned, maybe new levels of consciousness, literally. So yeah, that is that. Abundance, success. It can be about literally traveling the world, but it doesn't have to be. But in your present energy, you have the Wheel. The Wheel is about a strike of luck, a shift in fortune. There is really no luck, but change of fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through karmic lessons, the chaos of creation, a turning point, and serendipity. So it can be about completing karmic lessons, learning lessons. But let's clarify what it's about. Thank you, Spirit. The wheel for Gemini. Clarify the wheel. Thank you. The Emperor, and then we had two other cards coming out with it. And then at the bottom of the deck we have 8 of Pentacles. So this is about an Emperor, or you are embodying masculine energy. We all have both masculine and feminine energy, one more than the other, but energy has nothing to do gender-wise regarding masculine and feminine. So it can be about your masculine energy, or it could be about a masculine, if you know, if you might, you some people might not know if they are masculine or feminine primarily. Some are mixed, a little bit in between. There is no specific one way or like that. So, but this is symbolizing masculine energy. The Emperor is about the divine masculine, authority, power, a natural leader, structure, strategic and analytical thinking, taking action, and promotion. So it is about taking the decisions needed. It can be about being a little rigid at times, but it's the kind of energy that takes the decisions and gets things done. But it's authority, energy, power, and strategic structure. So it's very mental. It's very psychological, or yeah, that's the best description I can give it. You have 4 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and 3 of Swords also. 4 of Cups is about disappointment. Missing opportunities for abundance, a time to meditate, feelings of frustration and boredom, be not appreciating what you have, apathy, introspection, stability, leading to boredom. Force is the symbolized stability. Cups is about emotions, so and relationships. Of course, relationships being friends, family, and of course anything else. But this is disappointment. This is being too focused on not having more. So focused that he doesn't even realize that more is coming in. So it's kind of, yeah, it's much the energy of disappointment, but also it's some dissatisfaction needed to take a decision, because we have 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is a need for balance, or a need to balance many aspects of self, juggling obligations, equilibrium, seeking harmony. Might symbolize a need to take a decision regarding something in the present energy. Yeah, it could be about a masculine. It could also be you embodying your masculine energy, drawing boundaries. It could be anything, but it's definitely about you expressing your truth, drawing boundaries, valuing and honoring your own values and yourself. So focus on the positive and try to refrain from focusing on the negative, because what consumes your mind creates your life. Also, what you speak has a lot of power. Words are not just words. Words put together in the right manner, or just in any manner, is spells. We are actually speaking our reality and we are speaking our world into existence, into being, by every word that we choose. Next energy, Three of Swords. This could be about the three of Swords energy is painful separation, loss, or some kind of heartbreak. Of course, it doesn't have to be romantical, but it can be. An opportunity to heal, shadows coming to light, finding inspiration again. Swords is about the mind. Three is about the Trinity, symbolizing the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Also, the Trinity is symbolized in very, very, very much. Every number has its meaning, but this is about realizing that loss is not necessarily a loss. It is actually making space for what is meant to be in your life, and what you are letting go of is what doesn't serve you and which is only harming you. And that of course brings a reaction, an experience. It does for me too. um, Sometimes it can be a little much. Normally I don't get that many cards out, and and it resonates a lot for me too. Sometimes the messages I read resonates for me too, and it has been a lot. All this disappointment, missing opportunities, needing to take a decision, and the shattering of illusions, loss of false perceptions, false realities. It is about, yeah, letting go of expectation and accepting what is for what it is, accepting that there is light in any shadow. There is light. So one cannot exist without the other. That is one of the fundamental laws of the universe, is polarity. There need to be a balance. And this is making balance for you. This is clearing what no longer serves, or getting your, I want to say getting your priorities straight, but getting your priorities straight, because it's not releasing that. It's more like releasing the want or feeling of needing, feeling of, yeah, it's kind of hard to describe, but I resonate a lot with that. So at the bottom of the deck you have Eight of Pentacles. So that is saying, one sec, mastering a skill, an expert, craftsmanship, putting your life force into your work, so loving what you do, being passionate about what you are currently doing. It can be, it doesn't, it's when work no longer feels like work, it feels like being present, being in the moment, and loving what you do. It becomes creativity instead of being work. It's, of course, it is work, but if we can see it as play instead of responsibilities, of course it does have responsibilities, but those responsibilities and the whole thing is only serving our purpose. It's helping us grow. And this is too, but let's get back to the message. Methodical progress, patience and determination, sole purpose. I'd be yapping sometimes. Your future energy is the star. The star is about wishes granted, expectations fulfilled, opportunities for healing after traumatic events, knowing that you are on the right path. You cannot be in a wrong place at the wrong time, because all there really is now. So you can be out of alignment or you can be in alignment, but the star is symbolizing wishes granted, expectations fulfilled, renewed hope. You're on the right path, inspiration, expecting miracles, which, let's clarify, but I'm sure it's going to manifest, and in some way you're going to draw this and create this or attract, because it all exists already. Queen of Swords, which you also got at the bottom of the deck for the spread. So that's the primary energy of the reading, Queen of Swords. You expressing your boundaries, being honest to yourself, and not needing to give an explanation or anything, not needing to explain yourself, not needing to, just being short and straight, but in a respectable way, of course. Let's read it again, just to get it freshened. A thought leader, unbiased decision making, an excellent communicator, wise and logical thinking and counseling if there is other that needs that. But primarily this is about you being wise and logical, integrity and honesty, both regarding yourself and of course others, but you have no need to explain yourself. You I don't want to use the word perfect. I'm a Virgo and I know that nothing is perfect, but realizing and letting go of all resistance and accepting all that is what perfect is, in my perception at least. But it's about being honest to yourself and not needing to explain or, yeah. It's completely valid. You are whole. You are, I want to say you're perfect exactly as you are, because you are. Neither if you are in alignment or kind of out of alignment. Some of us are sometimes, and that's okay. It's a part of the human experience, but that's not all. You learning to honor yourself and valuing yourself, being perceptive, intelligent. So that might be related to seeing through other people's perceptions and illusions, beliefs, and relying on your own perceptive abilities, on your own intuition and your own discernment. Being direct, seeking truth, expressing your boundaries, expressing how you feel if that's needed, honoring yourself. Eight of Swords. It's about feeling stuck. It's about a time to open your eyes, to unveil the truth that some beliefs are untrue, and that itself is limiting us, because if we think that something is impossible or that we can never achieve that, then it's gonna be very, very hard to realize that, and because we need to see that in ourselves in order to manifest it, in order to attract the love that we want, we need to embody the love that we want to receive and that we want to give. Everything is about giving and receiving. We actually receive what we give. So it's about having more options than you thought, unveiling the truth. Yeah, you always have, if you really have the willpower to take another decision regarding how you perceive and change your perspective, or even change the way that you take care of yourself regarding boundaries and expressing how you feel and what you think, and being detached to expectations and outcomes regarding those interactions, having more options than you thought, an opportunity to let go of an old story. I have an affirmation for you. I am free to choose my healing and my light. So it can be about feeling helpless. Let's not end on that, but let's keep it there. So, what else, Spirit? What's the best opportunity to let go of these false beliefs, these illusions, let's call it that, shackles mentally, Five of Cups, and the Death card, the Death and Rebirth, because it's only making space for what's meant to be. Five of Cups. Five is about change. Cups is about relations and feelings, emotions. Five of Cups is about grieving, disillusion, disappointment, feelings of betrayal, or literally having been betrayed. Bitterness, wallowing, can be about self-pity, feeling like a victim, but the thing is, whatever happened, happened. We can either choose to remain a victim and continue to affirm the hurt that happened once and in our life, or we can focus on that for the rest of the time, or we can, like, you see these cups, they are, what do you call it? They're fallen, they are tipped over, and they're spilled. But there are still two cups behind him, and two focused grieving and being disappointment and bitter, being disappointed regarding those fallen cups, regarding those cups that have tipped over, can signify a broken heart. Can also, yeah, that is what it is. And I know that can sound kinda harsh, I didn't mean to, but I really understand. I feel like my whole life has been disappointment after disappointment. And sometimes expecting disappointment is what brings disappointment. Focusing on the negative will attract negative. We need to elevate or shift our perception, open our mind, realizing that some of our beliefs are based on false information, which mean untrue, or illusions, we can call it. And It's time to heal from this brokenness energy, this feeling tethered, feeling bound, feeling lack energy regarding emotions and mentally, because Eight of Swords and Five of Cups, feeling bound and feeling disappointed emotionally, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry for if maybe that was a little innocent, but I'm just authentic here. Death and rebirth. So that has, I've talked a little about it already. Letting go of that which hurts you, that which no longer serves you, in order to make space for what will revitalize you, what will not complete you, make you feel whole, but it will definitely give you fulfillment. But fulfillment it's not satisfaction. It's a completely different thing. One is a much lower emotion, and the other is a much more broad emotion, I'd say. It's not about, yeah, whatever. Cycles of transformation, rebirth, transition, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, endings, a symbolic ending, initiation and process. It can also be a physical ending, but that was your main spread. Next up, I'll be drawing oracle cards, which will be having specific and practical advice on what to do, what to focus on at this time when this message has found you, Gemini. I truly appreciate you. And I know that, thank you Spirit, messages for Gemini. I know that sometimes people just haven't valued us because we have been overgiving. Or we have been trying to be what they wanted. But now it's time to honor yourself regarding what you need, what brings you peace, and yeah, you need to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Embrace the flow of life. So release resistance regarding change, regarding expectations, releasing expectations, because it makes us focus on a specific outcome and reject the actual opportunity. Be proud of yourself. You survived all that, then you can do anything. And I know you already can do anything, because if you could, I don't want to say that you attracted or manifested all that. Sometimes before we reincarnate, or always before we reincarnate, we actually agree to the life lessons that we will live without having an actual understanding of how it will turn out, and we know how it will turn out, but we don't know how it will feel to go through. I want to say, be proud of yourself. You've come a long way, and if you could overcome that, if you could go through that and still be here, you can do anything. You can go through anything. You have been divinely guided and protected, and know your worth. Yeah, it's time to know your worth. It's time for you to be confident about your worth, and being careless regarding anything, others' opinions, their reactions, their beliefs, it doesn't even matter. The only thing that matters really is how you perceive yourself. Last messages for Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Step up and lead. Last messages. Last message for Gemini. Also including the bottom of the deck, so not really. Thank you. See the bigger picture. Open up to change. And breathe through the tension. It is long overdue that you see your own worth and cut off those who does not respect it, because it's full of shit, it's bullshit. They don't even deserve to be in your energy. They are manipulative parasites, fallen in spirit. But send them love, send them forgive them, because they know not what they do. They know not that they are parasitic entity, or filled with, they are not. They are actually God experiencing themselves as parasitic entities. But fuck that shit. Let's leave that there. It's time to see the bigger picture, that whatever you choose, I don't say that, I'm not saying that you can just choose anything and then it will magically happen for you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that as you learn more about yourself, as you honor your own worth and realize that all that you seek you already are, as you see the bigger picture and open up to change, and at the other side at breathing through the tension, you'll realize that all that you need is provided for you, and nothing is by coincidence. All that you have been through has strengthened you and taught you to make the world a better place, not only for yourself but for others as well. But I feel like this message was only for you, and usually they are, as they are general and collective. So they are general readings for the collective, but not just any sign. This is for you, Gemini. And that was basically the whole reading. I appreciate you so much for watching. I wish you blessings, peace and prosperity. Stay blessed, be well fam, take care, and love and light.